Hello everyone, this is Colleen Lemma, Starseed Astrologer and Spiritual Messenger with SacredSoulEmpowerment.com, here to do your weekly angel card reading for Monday, September 7th through Sunday, September 13th, 2015. You'll also want to be sure to go back and watch the monthly angel astrology reading for the month of September 2015. That's already posted on my YouTube, as well as read the angelic astrology article for the month of September on angelmessenger.net. It's going to be a very powerful month this month. There's a lot of astrology going on, so again, you'll want to make sure to look at both the monthly video and read that monthly article for a more overall general idea of the energies that are going on for September. And also, I have a new Soul Reflections video out also that I made on September 1st. That's also posted on my YouTube. And that's going to go more in depth about the universal and astrological energies of the month of September to give you an even more in-depth idea of what to expect. So for this week, we're going to be using Doreen Virtue's Angel Tarot cards for the general message for everyone. And your special message card, depending on your stone of choice, is going to come from the Angels of Atlantis Oracle cards by Stuart Pearce. Now, I haven't used that deck for a while, so I thought I would pull it out, especially because we have a new Moon Solar Eclipse this week. But before we get into the astrology, let's go ahead and look at your stones of choice for your special message card. Your first stone of choice is malachite. Now, malachite is an earth stone. It actually helps to ground in spiritual energies or universal energies here on the earth. But personally, it actually helps with the heart chakra. It helps to open the heart chakra to unconditional love, and it does help to ground spiritual energies within your human body, your physical body as well. Your second stone of choice is red jasper, and I actually got this nice, great, big, beautiful piece of red jasper when I took my trip to Brazil. And the red jasper is also very earthy in its energies. This is going to be very grounding. It helps with manifestation. It helps for you to feel more calm and stable and secure within yourself and within your life. The last stone of choice is Labradorite. Labradorite is one of my favorite stones. And the Labradorite comes from a stone that it actually comes from a meteor that crashed to Earth. It's very extraterrestrial in nature, but it also has an earthy energy about it, but yet a high vibration, because it does help open up your psychic senses, and it helps with to attune to your highest spiritual consciousness, as well as, again, having that more grounding and centering effect to it. Again, your stones of choice for the week are the malachite, the red jasper, and the Labradorite. So let's start by talking about the astrological energies for this week. On Monday the 7th, we have the moon in the sign of Cancer. Now, the moon is a very feeling-oriented, intuitive planet, and Cancer is also a very sensitive kind of energy. So you put the two together and you're going to have a lot of emotional, feeling-oriented types of energies. And on Monday, it actually makes a challenging aspect to Mercury, which is in Libra, and getting ready to start its retrograde cycle pretty soon. And it also makes a challenging aspect or an opposition to Pluto in Capricorn. So in effect, it's making what we call a T-square. And this can be a very challenging configuration. And it's going to deal with emotional communication, communication within our relationships. And it has quite the potential for transformation to occur, but that transformation, whether it be transformation within yourself or transformation within the relationship, may be brought about by some sort of challenging communication of an emotional nature. And again, that's on Monday. As we move into Tuesday, actually has the planet Mars, which is a very energy and action-oriented planet, and it's in the sign of Leo, which is very creative in nature. It makes a very positive aspect to Uranus and Aries, and Uranus and Aries is very electrical, and it's very high conscious oriented, and it actually is a planet that sometimes is likened to a lightning bolt, where things happen all of a sudden or unexpectedly. And because Mars is already a fiery planet full of energy, and it's in a fire sign, I feel like we're just going to be ready to go, you know, on Tuesday. And you're even going to feel this on Monday to some extent. But you're going to want to move forward, you're going to want to move fast, you want to get things done, or there's a lot of things to get done and a lot of things going on. But again, I feel like it's a very positive, and it can be very creative in nature, and it can also bring, again, some sudden unexpected events or circumstances to come about. On Wednesday the 9th, the planet Mercury, again, which is in Libra, the sign of partnerships and relationships, the sign of balance and harmony, that's going to be in a challenging aspect now to Pluto. And again, there's going to be indications of transformation within communication matters. This kind of seems to be a theme, especially because Mercury is going to start to slow down soon to get ready for its retrograde cycle in the sign of Libra, which is going to be all about communication aspects within all different types of relationships in our lives. But on Wednesday, as it squares Pluto, it can bring about some challenging communication, either communications we don't really want to have, or there might be communications that are challenging or difficult with authorities. It can definitely bring transformation and change, but again, it may be through challenge, and it may bring up some power and control issues because, you know, Pluto is the planet of power and control issues. Now, Thursday, the moon is in the sign of Leo by now, and it is actually in a positive aspect to Uranus, and it comes up to meet Mars in Leo. So again, we're going to have that energy of go, and let's get things done, and let's be creative, and let's be expansive, and let's really move forward. So we're kind of seeing a theme of this vacillation energy between some challenging communication. And by the way, with Pluto on Wednesday with Mercury, that can also be empowering. So don't just think of it as power and control challenges with other people, but also it can bring quite an empowerment of you speaking your truth. But this vacillation of energies of challenging communication, coupled and you know, sporadically interjected with this energy of things needing to move fast or wanting to move fast, or a lot of things happening at once. And all of that vacillating energy builds up to Saturday and Sunday, the 12th and 13th of September, which is the new moon solar eclipse. And the day it occurs depends on what part of the world you're in, but this new moon solar eclipse occurs at 20 degrees of Virgo, which is an earth sign. And right before that new moon, we have the moon in the sign of Virgo, and it's going to be coming into contact with Pluto and Capricorn in a very positive way. So there's an empowerment energy here, an empowerment energy that happens right before the new moon. Now, a new moon is always about new beginnings, and I did discuss this a little bit more in depth in that soul reflections video. The solar eclipse, it actually magnifies the energy. Whenever we have eclipses, it magnifies the energy or the intensity of the new or full moon, depending on what it is. And this one here is a new moon solar eclipse. Now, 2 weeks from Saturday, Sunday, we're going to have the full moon lunar eclipse. So this is a month filled with eclipse energy, which again, coupled with some of the other astrological happenings, makes it a very, very powerful month. But that new moon, again, is in a sign of Virgo that deals with taking care of details, taking small steps towards your goals, being discerning about what steps you need to take, or being discerning about decisions that you may need to make regarding your life path and even regarding relationship matters. But again, a very, very powerful energy as we move into September, and I feel like it's just going to get more and more intense and more powerful as we move throughout the month with some of the other things that are coming up. So let's go ahead and pull our cards for the weekly reading. We're going to give the angel tarot cards a shuffle here and call in our angels and guides, master guides, teachers of the light, ascended masters, the archangels, asking them to show us what we need to know for this week, providing us with the information we actually need. And this one's sticking out, so I'm going to pull this out, sort of an extra message card, and put it back there. Okay, let's take a look at the general message for the week. We start out with the Six of Air. This is a nice card to start the week out with. It says, things are looking up, the end of a difficult situation, and taking a trip. So this is an energy of the mental realm. The air suit is the same as the swords in traditional tarot, and it deals with energies of the mind. And the number 6 is always a very balanced number. If you think about a geometric figure, it's a 6-pointed star, which is 2 triangles intersecting. So they're very balanced with, connecting with one another. One's pointing up, one's pointing down. They're balanced perfectly around and within one another. And this Six of Air is talking about balanced mind energies, balanced mental energies, balanced communication. And again, it could definitely be signaling the end of some difficulties. And this goes along with the monthly angel card reading for September as a whole. It was a very positive message, even though we have a lot of powerful transformational energies going on this month, which may rock the boat a little bit, which is interesting because we have a unicorn here in a boat. And that might be a Pegasus in a boat, but this boat, it's about clear sailing, smooth sailing, and this is the way we're starting this week out. And again, the same with the monthly energy. It seemed to be very positive, but it's going to be amongst a lot of transformational energies. So it may not be without intensity and challenge, but it is going to be a very good month for positive changes to occur. Now the second card is the Three of Air, and this one says great sadness, take time to heal, the need to forgive yourself or others. So what I'm getting with this is they're directing me to the Mercury in Libra that is going to be slowing down and go retrograde here the middle of this month through the first week of October. Because Mercury in Libra is about balanced communication, and it's about balanced mind energy as well. It's about staying mentally balanced. And I feel here with the Six of Air to start out, now we have the Three of Air, we have a lot of cards here about the mind, about the ego mind, or your sense of mentality, or what you think about things, what you believe about things. And again, this is about communication as well. It's the suit of communication. And I feel like there might be something here in regards to some sadness from the past that deals with family or other people, or maybe just another person that you consider part of the family. This shows a family of unicorns. So I feel like whether this be with actually your family in some way, or with a group of people that you have a close connection with, or maybe it's just a significant other who seems like a part of your family, that you consider your family. But I feel like there's something here from the past that needs to be healed. This can be an actual circumstance or situation that has occurred in the past that there needs to be forgiveness about, there needs to be some communication about, so that it can be let go and be healed. This can also be about your own internal belief systems regarding something that you're carrying that's more of a heavy nature, something that needs to be healed within yourself. And I feel like this combination here, with this starting out, I feel like this is a positive indication that you will work it out, whether it be, again, working it out within yourself or with others in your life, that the focus here needs to be on the communication, the thought processes, the letting go, and the healing aspect of that. Now, the last card is actually Major Arcana. Major Arcana 0, the Dreamer, with Archangel Metatron. In the traditional tarot, this is the Fool card, which is a beginning of a journey. Now, the message at the bottom of this says, a leap of faith, follow your dreams and unexpected opportunities. So I feel like, in the beginning of the week, again, we're clearing something up. We're dealing with some sort of thought processes, belief systems, communication matters that need to be taken care of, like tying up loose ends and whatnot, taking care of details, things of that nature. And we end the week with getting ready to start on a new beginning, and which is very interesting because the end of the week, Saturday, Sunday, is when we have the new moon solar eclipse, which is about new beginnings, very powerful new beginnings because of the eclipse energy. And that's very much signified here by the dreamer with Archangel Metatron. And he's walking through kind of a portal of energy here. If you can see, there's kind of a portal of energy. And the fool, or the dreamer here, does not know what's on the other side of that portal of energy, but he's ready to have faith and trust and walk through that portal of energy anyway. He's ready to take that leap and follow his path and follow his dreams, even though he doesn't know where it might take him. He doesn't know how easy it might be. He's not going to know what to expect until he walks through there and sees what's on the other side. But it is about taking that chance and following your dreams and moving into some of that unexpected type of energy, which could very well bring unexpected opportunities. Let's see what this last card is, or this fourth card. Wonderful. Now we have another air card. So it's definitely a lot of mental mind energy, a lot of communication energy. This is the Ace of Air, which is always very positive when you have the aces. It's about new beginnings again. And it says brilliant new ideas and inspirations, seeing the truth of a situation, and a challenging beginning. And the only reason it says a challenging beginning is because, again, this deals with the ego mind, and the ego mind sometimes wants to instill fears or doubts or anxieties into your plans, your ideas, your goals, to make it seem harder than it is, or to make you feel like you can't do it, or that you don't have the tools to accomplish it, when in fact you really do. You have everything that you need. You're a part of God's source energy. And as long as you believe, trust, have faith, and spread your wings like this Pegasus and get ready to fly, empower yourself, then everything is going to be fine. Everything is going to turn out perfectly. So that's why it says a challenging new beginning, because the ego mind, again, sometimes wants to instill doubt. But if you just release that and let it go, this is a very, very positive sign and a positive new beginning. So I love how this ended with the dreamer and the Ace of Air. Let's look at what your special message card is, depending on your stone of choice. So we're going to give the deck. Again, this is the Angels of Atlantis deck. Okay, so we're going to give it a little bit of a shuffle, calling in the archangels, the ascended masters, to give us whatever message we need to for the Malachite people. So Malachite people, I'm just going to spread them out and see which one is calling to me. Okay, this is Malachite. Malachite people, Archangel Gabriel, or Gabriel, depending on how you want to say it, with inspiration. And Archangel Gabriel is the messenger angel, which is interesting because we've had all these air cards, which is about inspiration, communication, and ideas. And just as the card says, I feel like you're going to have some brilliant new thoughts this week, some brilliant new ideas. You're going to follow the creative mind this week. You're going to follow your angels and guides and your higher soul self, the information and messages that you're getting. There is a stream of light here coming down from the planet onto the earth here in this card. And this is very significant to having that aha moment. This is like an aha moment where things just start to click. They start to click and they start to make more sense. And I feel like just that little hang up here at in the middle of the week, somewhere between the middle to the, somewhere between the beginning to the middle of the week with the Three of Air, where we have to do some sort of mental healing. But after that, things just start to click and make sense. And all these creative messages and ideas and thoughts just come pouring in. They're also reminding me that we have a couple of aspects this week on Tuesday and Thursday that includes the planet Uranus. And Uranus really is that planet of inspiration and divine connection to God's source energies. So really a week to pay attention to your inner thoughts and higher messages this week. Okay, so for those of you that chose the red jasper people, Okay, this is Archangel Sandalphon, and the card is intention. The message is intention. And this shows here a woman standing in a yoga pose next to a body of water. It seems to be dusk. You can see the sun is setting here, and the sun, or this planet, has a big ring of spiritual golden energy around it. So again, this reminds me of solar plexus chakra, your sense of willpower, your sense of will, which is where your intentions come from. When you intend something, you're willing something to happen. And you're needing to be peaceful about it. You're needing to be centered about it. You're needing to be confident about it. And just, again, send out whatever your wish is, whatever your intention is to the universe, and know that it will come into fruition. That's the trick, is that you have confidence in that this will come into fruition for you. They're also saying that if you do this next to some sort of water. Now, you could be next to a fountain of water. You could actually do it in a bathtub. You could be next to a lake, a stream, an ocean. But the water is going to intensify that intention, because water is a conductor. And just like water can help to conduct electricity, it's going to help to conduct your intention, because your intention, your energy, actually is of an electrical nature as well. So do that intention practice next to some water. And again, trust and have faith. And Archangel Sandalphon is the archangel that carries prayers to heaven. So he's going to help to kind of assist with the carrying of that intention to the universe to assist it into manifestation for you this week. Beautiful. And then for those of you that chose the Labradorite. Okay, so the Labradorite people. Okay, this one is calling to me. Labradorite people is Archangel Shamael with Serenity. And we show a beautiful temple here in the background. There's a lot of soft amethyst colored energy here. Kind of a light purple amethyst color here. So it's relating to me to the crown chakra. The word serenity, it causes me to think about prayer and meditation and, being serene and really getting in touch with your divinity. When I look at this temple, I think of the divine, and I think of our divinity, and I think of our religious practices, if you will, or spiritual practices, if you prefer, and really opening up that crown chakra to a place of beingness, being one with all that is. That's what I think of when I look at this card. So be calm this week, be peaceful this week. Get in touch with your divine self, and again, sit in prayer and sit in meditation, and get ready for some of the new beginnings that are showing themselves with this new moon solar eclipse and with the Dreamer and the Ace of Air during this weekly reading. I want to thank all of you for watching my videos, for commenting on my videos, for being a Facebook friend and liking and commenting on those posts as well. If you desire a healing or a reading session with me, please go on to sacredsoulempowerment.com. Look at all the different services I have, the descriptions of them. I would love to be able to assist you on your path and opening up to your highest potential. So until next week, I send you all much love and light and many, many angel blessings.